Welcome to Not Quite a Homestead. Today we're going to talk about these crazy Luffa gourds. We started these just 3 weeks ago and the growth on them is tremendous. So we're actually going to transplant them up already. Typically I won't transplant my plants out of the seed cells until 4 to 6 weeks after planting. But these things, the roots are already coming out of the bottom. When they say these things grow fast, they are not kidding. And we actually got our seeds from MI Gardener, and we've got 100% germination, which is really awesome. We planted 1 seed in each of these cells, and we have 6 cells, or we have 6 plants. So we're really excited to be sharing these crazy things with you. And if you're watching us on Instagram, you're going to see the incredible growth rate that these things are doing. They say that they grow up to like 12 to 15 feet, so I hope that we're not getting in over our heads here. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to take each of these seeds and we're going to transplant it into a larger cup. We're using solo cups today. We're going to use just a regular old potting mix. You can use any kind of potting mix. This happens to be a cheap bag from Walmart, $6. I'm just going to fill it up about 3/4 of the way. Make sure you've got enough in there to make a good hole. And then you're just going to be gentle. You want to make sure they've been watered, but not too recently. You want the soil to be damp. But look at that root ball. Those roots are crazy. So you're just going to drop it into the hole. Press it down slightly. Add a little more soil if you need. And then pop it into your tray. So the interesting thing about Loofah gourd is a lot of people think that Loofah comes from the seed and not a plant. I know I did. But the other fun fact about Loofah is that apparently it's edible as long as you eat it when it's super, super young and tender, I think under 6 inches. I suppose we're gonna give it a try this year. So stay tuned for future reference. I'm going to finish transplanting these off, and we'll be back with you in a minute. Now that we're all done transplanting, I like to label them. I just write right on the cup. I put what it is and the date I transplanted. In one of the cups, I'll actually put the original label of the date that it was originally started. So we put them all in our tray, and then we make sure to water and water well. You just pour water in the bottom, and that way the holes in the bottom will wick the water up. So planting Loofah seeds are really simple. They're actually a really big seed. So we've got our seed pack here. You just want to put it in there. You want to thumb pack it down and then cover it up again. So Loofah gourd actually wants to be about 1/2 inch deep. And again, we get our seeds from MI Gardener. The seeds are pretty big, so they're simple to deal with. And we're just going to do 1 per seed cell this time, because again, we got 100% germination last time, and we really don't know if we're getting in over our heads. So you just place them on top, and then I'll just take and push them in about 1/2 inch. Cover them back up. And then we're going to just place them into our tray here. And I'll put on a popsicle stick the item that I'm growing and the date that we started it. And put it right in. So I highly recommend you try Loofah gourds. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us again. And remember, we are new, so if you have any suggestions, make them down in the comment box below. We thank you for joining us on our journey, and we'll see you next week. Be sure to subscribe.